Well, howdy, this is Ben the Cowboy Realtor, and welcome to Battleground. Believe it or not, I have been a resident of Battleground for over 30 years, so I feel like I am qualified to share with you today some pros, cons, and some facts about Battleground. I have personally watched Battleground change, grow, but still keep its small town roots. In this video, I'm breaking down the lifestyle, the homes, the pros, the cons, everything, and why so many people are choosing Battleground, Washington instead of Vancouver or Portland. So what does daily life actually feel like when living in Battleground? You see familiar faces, people wave, kids grow up together, and community actually means something here. Compared to bigger cities like Vancouver, Battleground actually has a small hometown feel. It's quieter, slower paced, and that's what matters to buyers who are burned out of the city living. So another important reason why people move to Battleground is schools and family lifestyle. A huge percentage of people moving here are families. Schools, sports, parks, and youth activities are a huge part of daily life here. You'll see kids riding bikes at the skate park or kids playing pickleball at Kiwanis Park. This can be a great place for kids to grow up, and weekends are built around sports and outdoor activities. So now let's talk about housing and neighborhoods in Battleground. Battleground has a very diverse set of real estate, whether that's new construction homes, established communities, and then also homes on acreage, which is actually what I specialize in. So lot sizes in general in Battleground are a lot larger than what you'd find, in downtown Vancouver. And that's a major item because if you are wanting more space and wanting acreage or a shop to park all your toys and stuff like that, that can be a big deciding factor for you. So a lot of buyers are actually realizing that their budget stretches further in Battleground than it would closer to the bigger city. Does your town have its own village? I don't think so. So let's talk about the cost of living and the advantages in Washington. So one of the biggest reasons people cross the river if you're moving here from Oregon is taxes. No state income tax is the real advantage when living over here. When you combine that with home values, land, lifestyle, Battleground checks off a lot of those boxes. So it makes financial sense for those households to move here. Now let's talk about outdoor lifestyle. If you love the outdoors and you want to go to trails, parks, hiking, river access, you might want to check out Battleground. And this is not a weekend getaway. We are here just minutes from town at Louisville Park. Battleground also has a park, which is a little bit more east of town, but river access, gazebos that you could rent for personal parties or just hang out during the summertime. It's a cool place to get to. People don't just live here, they actually use this space. And the summer months when it's hot, this whole parking lot will be full of people wanting to come in and enjoy the river access. Okay, let's talk about some pros and cons. So for the pros, more space or more acreage, strong community or small town feel, quieter living, not as congested as the big city, and better value for your dollar when purchasing or selling real estate. Ben, we get it. Tell us the cons. So I think the main con or negative thing about Battleground that people decide on not living here is the commute. Because if you live in downtown and you are used to all the shopping, schools, amenities, DoorDash, all these things, if you are used to it being 5 or 10 minutes within your range, now all of a sudden you're out in a rural town of Battleground and now everything is 25, maybe even 30 minutes away. That's a big deal to some people and ultimately a deciding factor. So I tell a lot of my buyers this: if you're looking for a home in a specific area, go drive there at different times of the day, during rush hour, to get a feel for what that commute is going to be like and ultimately see if that is a deal breaker or not. So who is Battleground best for? I think Battleground is a great fit if you want the space, maybe acreage, or not in a huge city where there's tons of traffic and congestion and you want more seclusion, but not completely rural. So if you need nightlife, walkability, and constant activities, you might want to find a place closer to the big city. And that's okay. There's a reason why Battleground makes what Battleground is, and that's why the people that live here love it. So I'm gonna leave you with this. Living somewhere versus understanding it or maybe reading about it are completely different. Growing up here gives me insight that you will not read or hear about in a listing description or for sale sign. And that's exactly why that you should have a real estate agent that has that local knowledge to give you the upper hand. Especially now that we're in a changing market with now buyers having leverage, you need to have strategy and the right agent for you. So if you're thinking about buying or selling near or around Battleground, I would love to be that resource for you. Even if you have just a silly question about Battleground, it doesn't even have to be something major. You can drop a comment or DM me or call me. Even if you have a question of just like, hey, livability or what's your preference on XYZ, I'm an open book, so feel free to reach out anytime for anything. Thank you for watching. This has been the Cowboy Realtor. We'll see you on the next one. My mic working? Mic is working. Check, check, check. You can't see my hands, right? I feel like you're too close. Are you close? Am I too close? Oh, you can't see my paper, right? How'd that sound? Is my mic working? Can you check my mic? Let's just see what that looks like. Oh, yeah, this guy's probably like, what the heck is he doing? How'd that look? What part am I repeating? Jake break. Could I say like this town's a little country? I mean, it is. Are you sure? Is that good? Okay. Let's get out of here, dude.